All right, those cuts usually pretty good. We welcome you to the next game of the STRAT Super Team Series. And I hope, ladies and gentlemen, we have a better result today with our internet. I'm going to try to play it on StreamYard, but play it as an open camera look. So I'm hoping this will be a little better look of everything that's going on here at the stadium. The other game on the channel, the Oakland Athletics and the New York Mets, are on there for your convenience. So please go on there and watch that one. This is game 4. Up next after this one will be the Boston Red Sox of 2018, and they will take on the Philadelphia Phillies of 1980. And then we finished with the team I'm telling them to put up or shut up. The 2017 Houston Astros will take on the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals, and that will be the first day of opening day games. Are we ready, folks? Let's get this started. It's going to be the 1988 Los Angeles Dodgers and the 1975 Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Reds are a homebrew team I got from Off the Viewer, in case you're wondering. The Dodgers are from the original 88 set. Dodger lineup is going to be Steve Sax leading off. Batting second will be Mike Scioscia. Batting third is going to be Kurt Sid. Batting fourth is going to be Mike Marshall. Batting fifth is John Shelby. Batting sixth is Franklin Stubbs. Batting seventh is the third baseman Jeff Hamilton. Batting eighth to shortstop Dave Anderson. And batting ninth and pitching. And this is what's going to lead the Dodgers to either win most of their games or lose all of them, is their pitchers, Oral Hershiser. Dodgers have an excellent pitching staff, a very, very good bullpen, and can be a tough out in this league because of their pitching. But their offense is atrocious, and it could be a problem. So, and their opponents are the world-famous 1975 Cincinnati Reds, Big Red Machine. Pete Rose lead off at third, Ken Griffey in right batting second, Joe Morgan batting third at second, Johnny Bench behind the plate, Tony Perez batting fifth, George Foster in left, Cesar Geronimo batting seventh and center, Dave Concepcion at short, and Gary Nolan will bat ninth and pitching. So Nolan versus Hershiser. Gary Nolan's a righty and waits. Here we go. It's Steve Sax ready to go. So Steve Sax is ready to go. First 3-5. And guess what? Steve Sax starts off with a bang. That's a base hit for Sax. So Sax is on with a base hit. That's what the Mets did. They ambushed Holtzman and they got to him early enough. Sax with a speed, but are you going to want to run on Johnny Bench? With the hold is a -6, so it's a minus sort of will hold him. And here's the catcher, Mike Scioscia. Good contact guy. Again, this team does not hit a lot. It's going to be a problem. Nolan now, 5-5 to a lefty, is going to be a line out to the second baseman for out number 1. So Scioscia is retired. And now here is Kurt Gibson. And yep, everyone's hero, Kurt Gibson. So hero from the 1988 one. Here we go. That'll be a 6-11 to a lefty, and that is a single to right field for Kurt Gibson. So Gibson's on. He'll go to second. It's a +2 to go from third to right field to third. So Sax may want to run. They were holding a -1. +2 is a +1. The right fielder is Griffey. Griffey, on the other hand, is a -1. So basically, it's going to be an even to go to first to third. And that would be Sachs. Sachs to go first to thirds, 1-17. He's going to run on Griffey. Here's the throw, not in time. So Sachs goes first to third, and Kurt Gibson gets it started for the Dodgers. First and third with one out as the Dodgers will start. Here's Mike Marshall. He's their power guy in this team, along with Gibson. No one from the stretch. Reds playing the infield back here. 6-8 to a righty, and that's going to be a base hit for that's a base hit for Marshall. 1-9. That's a single 2. Sachs scores, and the Los Angeles Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. So those who bet against the Los Angeles Dodgers in this one, you might be wrong. The Dodgers have 3 hits in a row in the first inning, and off they go. And now here's John T-Bone Shelby. First and third, 2 outs. Reds will play the infield back. They want a double play out of this. They don't want a long inning. 6-10 to a lefty. Oh my goodness. Deep to right field. Shelby's back, way back against the track, up against the wall. It's off the wall. And it bounces away from Griffey. So Gibson will score. Shelby will score. Shelby. All right, to say Marshall will score. Shelby to third. 2 RBIs for John. 2 RBIs for John Shelby, a triple. 3-0 Los Angeles. And oh my goodness, before the Reds fans can sit down, they're down 3. Who thought these Reds can have an offense? Now they'll play the infield in on Shelby. Franklin Stubbs the batter. What a start. 5-9 lefty. And that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Catch is made, and the run will score. A sacrifice fly. So a sacrifice fly. It is 4-0 now, Los Angeles. And before you can sit down and say anything, it is 4-0 Dodgers. So the Dodgers making noise in the first inning. 2-12, ballpark shot for Hamilton. Fly ball to left field. Catch is made, and the inning is over. But LA puts 4 in the first. Here come the 1975 Cincinnati Reds for an answer. But they're going to have to answer against Oral Hershiser, folks. One of the best pitchers and one of the best years you were going to have. Oral was 23-8, 2.26 ERA. Tough stuff. Before you can sit down, folks, it's 4-0 LA to start the first. So Rose will hit. For those who are coming in, please let me know if there's a lot of buffering or not, and then we'll go from there. Ground ball to first, 3-1. Rose is retired, and that is 1 out. So Rose is done. Here's Ken Griffey, as the Red fans are been silenced right off the bat. Here's the pitch. 3-10 for Griffey, and that's a base hit for Griff. So Griffey's on. Remember, the Cincinnati Reds team can score and score in bunches. So you want to get further enough ahead. -2. -2 to hold. Sosha -2. So it's a -5 on Griffey. He will be 1-11. He will stay where he's at. So now here's little Joe Morgan, Hall of Famer, run on first, 1 man out. We'll see if he can get something going. 3-4 is a walk to Morgan. So now the Reds are making the Dodgers work. We could have an offensive game here, folks. First and second, nobody out. Here is the catcher, Jonathan Bench, the Bingham Bomber. So here we go. Can Bench make him pay? Let's get this game close. Here we go. 6-9 on Orals, a ground ball to second. That will force the runners over, and there's 2 away. Now there's a first baseman, Tony Perez. Dun, 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 dun. Tony Perez, 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 on. Big time bat for Perez. Can he get him back in it? 3-7, struck him out. He just missed it. He struck him out, and the Reds will strand 2. We played 1, 4-0 Dodgers. So upsets early here. It's not an elimination tournament, 66 games. So this is just the home opener, and the Reds may have just stubbed their toe in the opener. opener. Here is Dave Anderson. So Dave Anderson will follow by Hershiser and then Sachs. That's a 5. That's a 5-5 righty. Is a 5-ball center field. That is one away. So Anderson retired. And now here is the pitcher, Oral Hershiser. Hershiser on a 2-3 single for Hershiser on a 2-3. Wow, off the pitcher card too. So Oralzon gets himself a gift, and the Dodgers continue to hit. That is hit number 5. So here is Steve Sachs. So Hershiser with his jacket on first. Here's a pitch from Nolan. 3-4 line drive to first base. Tony Perez makes the play, and there's 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Mike Scioscia. Excellent ball player, ended up being a great manager. Scioscia against Nolan. 4-7 against the lefty is a ground ball to second. That's Joe. Ooh, he's an 8. So that will be an E check. As a 7, I think he's out. A 7 is normally a good check. 7 on a 13. Let's check the results. 7 on a 13 is a good play and retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 LA. So Scioscia. Here is George Foster. We'll see how much of a big boomstick he holds on to right now. Let's see. We can kind of exit out while we're on the phone. Get that just stored away for right now. So here is George Foster, like Foster's beer. So George will step up against Hershiser. The Reds just need to buckle away here and score a couple runs at a time if they can. 4-6 on Oral, and that's a strikeout on the inside corner. And Foster is a strikeout victim. 2 strikeouts. So here is Cesar Geronimo. Geronimo the batter. Here's the swing. 1-7. And that is going to be a 14 on a 3. It's a line drive to the shortstop. You know, folks, I think I'm going to see what my signal is. And the signal is not good. Maybe we'll put this one on afterburners and may play it again another day and see what I can do different. 6-5 righty is a 5-ball center field. That is now, and that ends the inning. So let's see. That would have been that was Foster. Geronimo Concepcion retires the side. So no score. We played 2. It's 4-0 favor of LA. So now, folks, let me give me just a second to play it on my own TV. So let's see what's going on, folks. Give me a moment. We'll see how the signal sounds. Because if I can hear buffering or see a buffer, then I know what people are watching, and I can go, okay, then maybe we'll figure something out together. So give me a heartbeat in a second. I'm still here, folks. Just let you know. Just give me a second to see if I can find myself on here. Let's see your videos. There we go. I can see my videos. And then we go to lives. And that is, I didn't think that was going to be, okay. Just noticed something on my lives. That would be not surprised, but that's okay. Let's see. Give me a second, folks. So videos, let's see. Am I even showing live? Oh, actually I am. There's somebody here. Let me know if you see buffering or not. I'm just trying to figure out if we're having any problems here this evening. And if not, we'll just continue on and play forward. But there's anything on, I appreciate if anyone coming on and letting me know. Usually I can do it on my phone, but I'm having a hard time finding what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and continue. So top of the third for the Dodgers, Gibson followed by Marshall and Shelby against Gary Nolan here in the 3rd inning. So top of the 3rd. And that'll be a 2-8 for Gibson. That's a base hit. The Dodgers just continue to hit the ball. 2nd hit for Kurt, and the Dodgers start their inning off fast. Here's Mike Marshall now. Marshall to swing. Marshall on a 4-6, the fly ball left field. That's the first out. So he's retired. So now here is John T-Bone Shelby. Tripled in 2 his last time up. Dodgers having a real early 4-0 lead. 3-6. Shelby struck him out, 2 away. And now here is the first baseman, Franklin Stubbs. So Stubbs the hitter with 2 outs. That'll be a 2-3. That's a ground ball to third. Retires aside. So Kirk Gibson is stranded at first. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Dodgers holding on to a 4-0 lead. So the Reds will now come up with the pitcher Gary Nolan, Rose, and Griffey here in the bottom of the third against Oral Hershiser. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-8. That should be not a strike. Oh, on a 3? That's actually a base hit for Nolan. A line drive base hit. So Nolan with a base hit. Nice on that 3 column, the 3 card. You get some stuff on it, and that's a big one. So Nolan's on. Let's see if he jumpstarts this Reds offense. Here's Pete Rose. He grounded out to the first baseman his first time up.
Yes.
6-7 against a switch. Ground ball to second. That is Sachs. Let's see if he has the yips or not. Sachs is a 315. That's an 11. So that's going to be an E rating. It's going to be a 7. It's going to be a 7 on the 15. That's a ground ball A and a double play. 4-6-3 as Pete Rose is retired for 2. So Rose retired, and here's Ken Griffey. Reds trying to figure out this Dodger team. 2-10 is a walk, so Griffey walks. He's on for the second time. Again, he's good speed, but the combination of Scioscia, Hershiser, and the hold make it kind of difficult to do anything. Here is little Joe Morgan. He walked his first time up. Reds trying to do something, and that is another, well, we're playing the Reds here, so let's see if we can go to another red die, and then we'll go Reds. How about a green and 2 reds? So the green will be the bonus die for columns. We'll re-roll this one for Morgan. See if this helps him. It might. 1-7 for little Joe, and that's a walk. So Morgan is on for his second time today. It will force Griffey to second with 2 outs. A double play is huge. And now here's Johnny Bench. He ground the second with runners on his last time up. Johnny's going to have to get a big base hit here. This can't be the second time Johnny gets up and does not get a runner in. 6-8 versus a righty. Struck him out. Hershiser got him on the inside corner. And Oral gets out of trouble in the third. Let's head to the fourth. It is 4-0 LA. So the fourth inning, the Dodgers have ambushed Gary Nolan and the Reds right off Jump Street here in the first inning. So here is Jeff Hamilton. He'll start off the fourth inning, followed by Anderson and Hershiser. Again, National League Ballpark. Pitchers' cards are used. 2-8 is a fly ball center field. That's 1 out. Here is Dave Anderson. Shortstop. Anderson, 3-9. That's a ground ball to short. That's 2 out. This is the Dodgers I expected with the lack of hitting out there for them. And now here is Hershiser. 2 outs. 6-7, and that is a ground ball to second. That's Morgan. That's a 14. He's a 1. Retires aside. Dodgers go 1-2-3 in the fourth. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Dodgers surprising the Reds 4-0. So now it's back to Oral Hershiser. See if he can keep going on the Reds here. And it's going to be Perez, Foster, Geronimo. So Foster now to hit. Foster struck out his first time up. 3-12 for Mr. Perez against a righty is a single 1-6. That's a 7. Ouchie. Line drive shortstop. So he just misses it for the first out. So now here is George Foster. Foster to bat. I should probably see if I can move these cards somewhere up here, I guess. So if it's going to matter or not. Let's see. 4-5. That's a problem. It moves him too far up out of the way for my eyes. Fly ball right field, and that is 2 outs. So Foster is 2 outs. So the Reds have to get some offense going. So here is Cesar Geronimo. This is a team that needs to generate offense because their pitching is definitely not going to be there to bail him out. That is for sure. 5-10 versus a lefty, 5 ball center field. That is T-Bone. That's John Shelby. He is a 2E7. That's a 10. That's a 10 on an E7 and a 10 on an E7. 10 on an E7 isn't out. He makes the catch. And again, the Dodgers go weakly in the 4th. Folks, this is just game 1, but Reds fans, don't dive off the roof yet. It's 4-0 LA. So we go to the 5th inning. Here is Steve Sachs. He'll be here in the 5th. Get rid of this thing off my screen so I can see better. Top of the 5th. So now it will be Sachs, Scioscia, Gibson against Gary Nolan, who's kind of righted the ship here. Here's the swing. 3-4 for Sachs, and that is a line drive, the first baseman, and then the out is made. So Sachs is 1 for 3 of the runs scored. There's one away here, and here is Scioscia. Scioscia on a 3-8 and a walk for Scioscia. So Scioscia's on for the first time. A walk. He's 0 for 2 the first 2 at bats. So now here's Kurt. Mr. Gibson. Mr. Gibson is 2 for 2 in the ball game with the run scored. Dodgers came out early and ambushed Nolan. 6-5 to a lefty is going to be a ground ball to second. Morgan with the play. Runner will go to second, and there's 2 outs. So here's Mike Marshall. Marshall singled and fly to left, has a run batted in. 2 outs here in the 4th. Gary Nolan, that's a 2-7, and that is a single 2. And that will drive in a run. So Mike Marshall does the job. Scioscia will score from second. And folks, the Dodgers now have taken a 5-0 lead. Wow, what a start here in Cincinnati. Good thing Brian B was not here. He would not be happy with me right now. Nothing I can do when you don't roll for him. 3-5 for him. That's a strikeout. And that will retire as a side. But the Dodgers get 1 run on 2 hits. And it came on a walk, of course. A walk comes back and hurts them. It is now 5-0 LA. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
I'm guessing that still not
Geronimo Nolan, we think, unless he's going to be pinch hit for early. And again, the top of the order for Pete Rose. First Sizer we knew would be tough in this one, so no surprise. 6. That is a 6. That is a 6-7 against a righty, and that's a ground ball to second. Dodgers defense not bueno, so it's definitely not great. Sachs is a 3E15. That's a 1, I believe. That's a hit. That is a 1. Sachs ain't getting to that one. That's a base hit. So there's a base hit for Concepcion. We'll see if he can run a little bit. Who gets it on a 6 and 7 will be a 14 first number, but you're down 5. So Sparky Anderson definitely telling him to hold up. Here is Gary Nolan, 1 for 1 in the ball game. Got a base hit his last time up. And 4-4 against a righty. He is a right-handed hitting pitcher. Ground ball to third. That is Jeff Hamilton. Let's see if these Dodgers fight themselves. 2E27. That's a 4, so they get away with the 4. The 4 on the 2 is a ground ball C, so Hamilton plays only the first, and that will be 1 away. So run going to second is Concepcion. Here is Rose. Big time for the Reds to get back in this ball game. If you're watching the Yankees the A's take on the Mets, you kind of saw the same pattern going. Rose on a 3-4, 12 walks. That's something the Reds do. They draw a lot of walks. First and second, 1 out. Reds trying to make a little comeback. Here is Ken Griffey. He's 1 for 1, a hit and a walk. Sizer trying to get out of this one right now. Again, he's in a little bit of trouble. 6-5, a straight pop-up. That's not going to help. First baseman makes the catches. Stubbs, and there's 2 outs. The Reds are hurting themselves by not being able to get a hit in scoring position. And now here's Morgan. He's going to have to get one of those solids right now. He needs a big hit. Morgan needs a huge hit in this ball game. 3-5, and that's a single for Little Joe. Single to center field. Who is the center fielder? That is Shelby. Let's see if Shelby can get to it. Shelby has a -2 arm, so let's see what's going on here. So Concepcion was probably being held -1, -2, so it's a -3. Yikes. A -3 to the running of Dave Concepcion. 1-14. Oh boy, that is 70%. If they get it, they score. If not, the inning ends. And you have again bench who has struggled with runners in scoring position. They're going to send him. Sparky is going to try to roll the logic here. He is saved. So Dave Concepcion scores. So Concepcion scores, and that will automatically send Rose the third RBI for Morgan. And the Reds break it on top now. Now it's 5-1. So let's see if the Reds can put the Dodgers at notice. Here's Johnny Bench. Bench the batter. He's 0 for 2, but he came up twice with runners in scoring position. Bench against Hershiser. And that is going to be a 1-5 and struck him out as Johnny Bench continues to struggle with runners in scoring position. 1 run for the Reds. We go to the top of the 6th. It is 5-1 LA. Folks, I got 2 people watching from the upper deck. If I'm having issues, please tell me if there's anything in buffering or having issues. Gary Nolan will stay in there. He will not come back. He will not come up and hit again if he has to. So it'll be Stubbs, Hamilton, Anderson, and then Hershiser will bat at that point. So let's see what we can do. Franklin Stubbs, he's 0 for 2, 0 for 1, actually sacrifice fly. 6-10 lefty, bang, that could be gone. Oh, did he send that one to the upper decks? See you later, Franklin Stubbs. Holy cow. That only goes where Willie Stargell and them have hit it. Stubbs hits it to the upper tank here at Riverfront Stadium, and the Dodgers continue to rough up the Reds. Home run, Franklin Stubbs. He had 8 during the season. That was a home run, 1-13, and he rolled a 1. So the Dodgers continue to rough up Cincinnati, 6-1 here in the 6th. So now here's Jeff Hamilton. Let's see if the Dodgers can continue this onslaught. 5-9 for righty, ground ball to second. Plays made, 1 away. And now here's Dave Anderson. Hershiser waits on deck. Boy, these Reds fans are definitely in a bad mood early here at Riverfront. 4-6 to a righty, and that is going to be a fly. That is going to be a fly ball left field. There's 2 outs, and here's Hershiser. He is now has a 5-run lead, getting his next set of at-bats. Hershiser's 1 for 2. Hershiser swings on a 1-11. That is a ground ball. It will throw him out, and that will end the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Dodgers continue to add on. It's 6-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. So bottom of the 6th inning, the Dodgers continue to rack runs up, and now the Reds will see if they can again get something going. Hershiser on the mound, and he'll pitch to the meat of the order. All these Reds are good. Perez, Foster, and Geronimo. And let's see if they can get something good. They don't want to get a new pitcher in here either, because again, the pitchers will bat. 6-9 to a righty, ground ball to second, retires him, and there's 1 away. So 0 for 3 for Perez does not help the Reds action stuff. Here's Foster as Foster's Bia with 2 outs. See if Foster can get something going. He's 0 for 2. 3-8 for Foster, and he strikes out. So Foster's done for twice for tonight. And now here's Cesar Geronimo. So 2 outs for Geronimo. That's going to be a 4-6 to a lefty. He struck him out. So Hershiser strikes out the side, and the Bulldog is biting his way through Cincinnati. We played 6, and it is 6-1 Red, 6-1 Dodgers. So now the Dodgers will send back up the top of the order. Steve Sachs for his 4th time up here in the 7th inning. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored, as he'll hit against Gary Nolan in his last inning of work, since he'll be up in the next inning. Again, the Reds trying to keep their pitchers in there. 110 is going to be a pop up to short. Concepcion was the catch, and there's 1 away. 1 out in the 7th, and here's Mike Scioscia. Scioscia with the ball game 0 for 2, a walk and a run scored. That is going to be hard hit, a base hit for Scioscia. So Scioscia with a base hit, his first base hit of the ball game. So here's Kirk Gibson. So Gibson the bat. Gibson the ball game has singled and scored, singled and ground to second. He's 2 for 3. Here's a swing. 3-7 is a walk, and the Dodgers continue to put pressure on. First and second one out. Well, Gary Nolan, no, he is a 6. So let's see. And he would be almost officially tired with his neck with that walk, possibly. So now here's Mike Marshall. The Dodgers may have to get a new pitcher in, or they might have to sacrifice somebody. They don't want to take Geronimo out for a double switch. You may see a guy come in for 1 inning. 1-9 for Marshall, and that is a double play ball. Thankfully, they needed that one. 6-4-3, and Gary Nolan gets out of the 7th inning without giving any more damage. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Reds running out of outs in opening day action. Again, this is the STRAT Super Teams League. So if you have not been with us today or been with us at all, you're watching from the outer limits, folks, ladies out there. So let's go ahead and give you what we are all about. So again, we welcome everyone in. The games played so far have been the 2005 White Sox, 2012 Giants, the 1978 Yankees played the 1968 Tigers, all World Series champion teams. Tonight, the 1986 Mets played the 1972 A's. Tonight, right now, you're watching the 1988 Dodgers and the 1975 Reds. The next game up is the Philadelphia Phillies at the Boston Red Sox. That is the 1980 Phillies and Steve Carlton, probably taking on the 2018 Red Sox and Chris Sale. And then the team I like to call put up or shut up, the 2017 Houston Astros, they will take on the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals. So then we'll go back and then we'll have second day of action, but I do have to play all these other games before we can start the next series. If there's a great game to play or a great pitching matchup, I will go ahead and bring that to you. Otherwise, we'll come back when the next block of games start. So let's get this going. Bottom of the 7th for the Reds, as it will be Concepcion, a pinch hitter, and Rose to take on Oral Hershiser, who does not seem he's having any problems so far. So here we go, and the swing. When the time goes slow, I'm kind of worried, like there's something up here. 6-12, 1-10's a single. That's a 19. That's a line drive. They are just not getting any breaks. That is one out. So Concepcion's retired, and now here we go. A pinch hitter for Gary Nolan. So Nolan will come out. That's Captain Obvious for sure. So let's see who we can bring out here for a pinch hitter against. It's probably going to be Danny Dreesen. Why wait on a bat if there's not a golden opportunity to swing? So Dreesen will swing. Again, we welcome those in the game. Hopefully, there's not much buffering, not much technical difficulties keeping people from the game tonight. Again, doing our best and what we can. Dreesen the swing. That's a 6-8. Again, he hits on the pitcher's card, and that's a walk. So Dreesen draws the walk. Runner on first and one out. And now here's Pete Rose. So let's see if they can get the Reds going. They're down 5, 1 out in the 8th. Rose to swing. That's going to be a 5-9 on her side. That's a 5-ball center field, and that is 2 outs. Rose, batting for his 4th time, is now 0 for 3. So now here's Morgan, or Griffey, I should say. Griffey the batter. He's been up 3 times. He's 1 for 2. Griffey needs to get on base, try to extend this inning. Reds running out of time. 6-6 versus a lefty, and that is a 5-ball center field. That will do it. No runs, a walk, and 1 man left. We played 7, still 6-1 Reds. So the 8th we go. The Dodgers will now send up Shelby, Stubbs, and Hamilton against a Reds new pitcher. So Dreesen came up for Nolan. So Nolan goes 7. So now see who the Dodgers will bring in. You know what? I'm thinking who's up. Sorry about that. So it's going to be Shelby, Stubbs, Hamilton, huh? Let's bring in Will McEnany. So Will McEnany will come in for the Reds with a couple lefties coming up. Kind of Sparky Anderson will play the percentages here. So McEnany will come in. That is going to be, again, seven innings for Gary Nolan. Top of the eighth, Magic here. Red's going to need some help. And here is Shelby. Shelby has tripled home 2 and struck out twice. And here's a swing. And that's a 1-10, and that is a fly ball left field. There's the first out, and Shelby's been up for his 4th time, and he's 1 for 4. Here's Franklin Stubbs. He had a home run into orbit his last time up. It sailed into the upper deck. So with 1 out here in the 8th, all 6s. 6-12 against the lefties, a fly ball right field. That is a 14. I think he's going to make the catch. Griffey is a 3. He should, but let's make sure a 14 hits the chart. I believe it does automatically. It does on a 14, fly ball C, and that is 2 outs. So 2 outs. And now here is Jeff Hamilton. So far, so good for Will McEnany. Gets the job done, trying to give the Reds a chance here. This Red offense, you could always have a chance. 4-9 to a righty, and that is a fly ball center field. So Will McEnany does his job. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 6-1 Reds. Or 6-1 Dodgers, sorry. So Hershiser comes back out. Boy, I knew if the Dodgers had a chance here, folks, they would have to do with pitching, but didn't think they can ambush Gary Nolan like they did in the first inning. But again, suspect pitching, and that's something that was going to hurt him. So now let's see what they decide to do. I'm guessing it's going to be. Let's see what I didn't do here. That's a walk. And, yeah, guess that'll be it. Morgan will hit. So Morgan will hit in the 8th, running out of outs here on opening day. Morgan hits 5-4 to a lefty, and that'll be a ground ball to third. That is Hamilton. It's an 18. He'll throw him out for the first out. So first out of the ball game. Morgan's out for the first time. He's 1 for 2. So now here is Johnny Bench. He's been responsible for not getting it done with the runners in scoring position. 0 for 3, a couple strikeouts. Every time he's been up, there's been runners on. 1-9 for Johnny Bench this time, and struck him out again. 3 strikeouts for John Bench, and Orel Hershiser is bulldogging his way through this Reds lineup. Here's Tony Perez with 2 outs. That's going to be a 3-3 for Perez. And that's going to be a walk. Again, the Reds been drawing a significant number of walks, but unable to get the big hit. So with 1 out, here's Foster. Foster's Bia. So George comes up 0 for 3 with a couple Ks. Hershiser, I believe, is an 8, so he will fatigue possibly this inning. He's gotten 1 possibility. 1-10 for Foster. Oh, he just missed it. Fly ball left field. It's deep. Back goes the left fielder. Back makes the catch. And for the Reds, that's what's been wrong tonight. Power's not there. 1 left. Let's go to the 9th. It is 6-1 favor of the Dodgers. Again, folks, this is just opening day. So now we go to the 9th. The Dodgers will send up Anderson, Hershiser, and Sack. Looks like Orel will come out and pitch the 9th. Will McEnany will stay and pitch for the Reds here in the 9th. So here's Anderson. 6-10 for a righty, and that's a fly ball in the center field. Let's see. That is Geronimo with a 1. It's on the chart. He's out. He's out. That's 1 away. As a 1, don't make any mistakes. So, 1 out. Here's Orel Hershiser. So Hershiser here. So now it'll be Orel the batter with 2 outs. Orel the batter. 5-10. 5-10 is a fly ball right field. There's 2 outs, and Will McEnany doing a nice job in relief of Gary Nolan, at least trying to keep the damage away. And now let's see if they can do something. Here is Sachs. There's 2 outs. Sachs up for the 5th time. He's 1 for 4. That's going to be a 2-7 for Sachs, and that is a ground ball short. Throws him out to end the inning. Dodgers go 1-2-3. Let's go to the bottom of 9th. Reds have 3 outs. They're down by 5. So Orel Hershiser looking to complete opening day assignment and get the complete game. We'll pitch to the Reds here in the bottom part of their order. It'll be Geronimo, Concepcion, and a pinch hitter for Will McEnany here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So Geronimo, the swing. 2, 7, and that's a strikeout for Geronimo. So Geronimo down on strikes. Oh, it's not going to be Geronimo yet. Hang on. So Geronimo strikes out. So it's not. It'll be Geronimo, Concepcion, and then a pinch hitter. So it's another strikeout for Hershiser. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count them. 5, 6. He's walked a bunch. 7, 8. 8 strikeouts for Hershiser here. Everyone probably went to Dave Gardner's chat. So here's Dave Concepcion with one away. Here we go. Last chance. 5-4 righty. And that is going to be a center fielder. That is Shelby. Shelby on a 17 makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Last out for the Cincinnati Reds here. Down 5. So now the Reds will have to send up their last hitter in hopes of keeping the inning alive. So let's see who will be. Who will get the big hit? And don't like Crowley. Don't really like Cheney there. They knew they had a couple guys who can swing, but that's about it. So now what? So let's probably go to Crowley. Hits against right-handers well enough. Try to keep things alive here. So Crowley will swing for the Reds. 2 outs in the ninth, trying to see if they can win it and put it alive here. So here we go. And there's a 2-8 for Crowley against a righty ground ball the second. That will do it. And that retires the side. And boy, did the Cincinnati Reds go weak in this one. The Dodgers ambush Gary Nolan wins this one by the score of 6-1. Let's see if we can get you a line score. There is no errors in the ball game. The hits in the ball game, the Dodgers, to let you know, with 4 big hits in the first inning, just ambushed Nolan right away, got to him and beat him. 6 hits there. 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. So 6-9-0 for the winners, the Los Angeles Dodgers, while Orel Hershiser just hammered his way through this team. 2, 3, 4, 4 for 5. That's 5 hits. So no 1 run on 5 hits against Orel Hershiser. The final score is LA 6 and Cincinnati 1. Again, our next telecast will be the 2018 Boston Red Sox. They will be hosting the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. Hey, Mike Terranova, how you doing? We have 2 games now on the channel for you to watch and catch up with. And let me know if you have any issues watching them. I know I've had some people we're having some issues with net and stuff like that. So if you see anything, just let me know. I'd like to know what's going on. But yeah, go ahead and rewatch this one if you want. If you please do. We also have the 1986 Mets and the 1972 A's that I did early on this evening. So I did right before this one. So hopefully either game will catch to you. You'll be able to watch them. So thank you so much, of course, for subscribing. Hope your job went well for you tonight. And we'll talk to you again. Again, the final line score, I guess I'll just let you watch it. If you didn't come in and catch it, I'll let you watch the end. It was an ambush, but not who you thought. So we'll talk to you later. See you again. Again, the remaining 2 games on this first week of the schedule will be the 1980 Phillies versus the 2018 Red Sox. And then we'll finish off with the 2017 put up or shut up Astros versus the 2006 Cardinals. So we'll see you again. And yes, our Red Sox fan, how you doing? Very much. Welcome back in. And hopefully it sounds better on this end. Al, just finishing up on this game. I'll go ahead and not give away the finish. So those who are coming in late can go back and watch this. Again, it's Red Sox, Phillies, next one. And then we'll go finish off with the Astros and the Cardinals for that finish. Thank you. We'll see you guys once again. See you again. We'll play more. Hopefully tomorrow night I can assemble those Red Sox that I have to do. I have to get the Astros and Red Sox out of their big packs that I have and get the teams out and ready. And then we'll go at this again and we'll play ball. So see you again.